ExMuslim TV asked me to make a video to describe how I left Islam. I feel like I've said this story quite a few times and people might be tired of hearing me, but I would do anything for ExMuslim TV because they're incredibly supportive of our community, and so that's why I'm making this video, so you'll have to hear me one more time if you've heard me before. Essentially, I grew up in an incredibly conservative Islamic home, probably like many of you in Saudi Arabia or other parts of the Arabic world are going to relate very much to the way I grew up. I was married off at a young age to a man who I learned was a member of Al-Qaeda, and while I was married to him, I was wearing the niqab, so the full-on black head to toe, even covering my eyes, gloves, thick socks, clothes delivered from Saudi Arabia. And eventually I was able to get away from him and I started to go to university. And when I was in university, I took a history of religions course. And that was my first opportunity to look at Islam from an objective point of view. And that's when I started to realize how ridiculous it all was. So for those of you who are still Muslim out there, if you look at other religions, you'll notice right away that there are so many strange inconsistencies, illogical things there, but you don't notice them in Islam just because you're used to them. But if you take a look at Islam objectively, you'll realize that it is also full of a lot of incredibly ridiculous things and some really scary things too, and some things that are just counter to humanity and counter to feminism and counter to liberalism and counter to ideals that I hope you hold dear. So I just wanted to make this video to express to you all that there is a way out, and I hope that you do find it.